Morning, my students. Hope you're doing well today. So, hence I said in classes, and on Friday actually, I've said to you that I'm going to present a lesson for you so that you can revise yourself when you're at home. So, today it's Sunday, so the time it's 11:30. So, I'm going to present my lesson. This activity is activity that is on your textbook. So I print this and I made a copy for me so that I can present this lesson for you. Right, this is exercise 4.1, which is in let me just have a look at the bottom. Okay. Let me slide it a little bit so that I can have a look on it. Okay, that's fine. But it's the first activity for the paragraphs in your exercise book. Right. So I'm going to start with that. This is the word processing, the side, and then this is the exercise. So hence I've said to you, you can be on e-computer. You can have an access to work with two different documents at the very same time. So I use maximize string. Yeah, I've used this one, maximize, and then this one we've got to minimize the string. Okay, so I'm starting with imagines. So I'm going to start with this one, imagines. Where do I find imagines? I go to layout, go to margins. Firstly, before you set the margins, you need to check if your document, if your computer has been set up of centimeters. If not, then you click here on the document, you go to file, you go to options, you go to advanced, you scroll up, you scroll down, right where it says display. If it's not being set with centimeters, it will be inches, né? So you just change it here where it says on under display heading, where it says show margins in unity of, it must be in centimeter, since I've said to you all over the countries, all over the country, which is in South Africa, your computers are set up in centimeters, right? So we are now going to set the margins. You go and click on this arrow, you go to customize. It only says here left and right, so you're going to change left and right only. So already your computer has been set up of 2.5 centimeter. So your left and right, you only change on your left and right. Left and right is 2.5, left it's 2.5, right it's 2.5, and then you go inside okay. And then the second one, it says the font type, it must be Corel New 12. You go to home, you go on the subheading where it says font, you go and click on this arrow. Your font type, it must be Corel New, and your size, it must be 12. You go and say set as default, and then all the document based on the normal templates, and then go and say okay. Then the paper orientation, it's portrait. You go again on layout, then you go to orientation, you go on this arrow. Already your computer, your paper, the paper structure, and when they said orientation, it's the paper structure. So already when you open the blank document, your paper it's the structure of your paper is in portrait, né? So you just double check if your paper is in portrait. Then you make a tick, and then when it says hyphenation no, already okay, when it says hyphenation no, it means that okay, when it says hyphenation no, it's none. When they say hyphenation, it's on, meaning that it must be automatic. Alignment left, you are writing on the left alignment. Line spacing, it must be line spacing single expected where it indicate otherwise. So your line spacing must be single. So you go to home, you go to subheading paragraph, you go on this arrow, you go and click on it, you go and click on the arrow. You want your line spacing to be single. It's already on single. You must make sure that indentation left and right, it must be 0 0. Your spacing before and after, it must be 0 0. In your line spacing, it's single because they said it must be single. When they said expect where indicated otherwise, it means that if this paragraph, it must be double, you must change it to be double. Okay, set as default all the document based on the normal template, and then you go and say okay. So now I'm going to start writing. Okay, I've seen that there is an arrow. Okay, they said key in the following paragraph. So I'm going to type this, the paragraph at the bottom, and then number 2, it says I must key in your name and your surname on the left hand side and the exercise number. So let me start with the name and the surname. You go into insert, you go to header and footer, you go to header, you always choose blank 3 columns. Okay, so I'm going to write my ID number here because I've said to you where it says you must write your name and your surname. Since we are going to write, we are preparing ourselves for the exam, so you must write what? Your exam number, meaning that your ID number. Then the exercise number is, when you are writing on your header, you always write in upper cases. Then the computer number, I will say it 41. Then type here, because of there is nothing or there is no instruction which says I must write on the center. So type here, I delete. Then I go and say okay, exit to the header. Right. And then it says I must, number 3, it says I must type all proofreading signs into consideration. Okay, so now we're going to type it. Type. So I'm just typing of what is on your on this paper. Can you see that after the word, if there is a special character which is included, I do not leave a letter spacing. I just insert the special character. For instance, there is a comma. Can you see I did not insert any letter spacing? So comma, letter spacing. The special character. I'm just typing of what is here. I know it will take time, but I'm trying by all means to be fast. So now is when there is a slash sign, it means that slash sign, it's there. You insert it there. All of the slash sign, if they are included to your document that you are typing, there was an instructions at the bottom which says that arrange the paragraphs in numerical order with 2 letter spacing and indent. Change the special character which is end and change it and assert SA to full, meaning that all the end which is are written in the special character to the document, I'm going to change it to full, meaning that I'm going to type with the end in full, plus all the SA, meaning that it's South Africa, so I'm going to write it in full. Okay, so and speak to those who pass on and those who still it is very important not to skip a word. If you've seen that the word has a red line underneath, you just correct it immediately meanwhile you are typing it, because once you finish the document and then the time it's running, now you'll be in speed, you want to print, whereas you did not correct the words, né? So can you see here where it says gender based, né? If the word means the same thing, you do not, if the words means the same thing, né, and then there is a dash sign that is included, meaning that the special character, which is the dash sign on the middle of the word, you do not leave the space on the left hand side and then on the right hand side. So I did not leave any letter spacing, the dash sign based. So what does this sign means? This sign means that I must join. Can you see there? So I join this word together, violence. Full stop. Can you see I did not leave any letter spacing? And then they stretch out this name and then they say deal. Deal, it means that you must delete it. So I deleted it. You don't even type it. Then 1, 2. I'm going to type a new. Can you see there's a 2-line spacing? 2-line spacing. 2-line spacing. So I'm going to start a new paragraph. From where I have ended my text, 1, there's already marked paragraph there already. 1, 2, 3. You must type the words as it is, Ned. If the word has been typed with the smaller cases, you type it as in smaller cases immediately, unless there is an instruction which says you must change it to be upper cases. So in this case, we've got a wave line, né? We've got a wave line. So that doesn't mean that we must insert this wave line underneath these two words, Pink Ladies Organization. We must not insert this wave line, né? So what we need to do, if there's a line underneath, it means that there's something that we need to change on that particular name. So in this case, we've got this, both of these words are being underlined with a wave line, né? So it means that we must do bold and italic. So must be bold, italic, bold, and italic. Sometimes a group in South Africa, can you see there is an SA? There was an instruction at the bottom which says we must change all of the end, which is the special character, on all of the SA, which is an abbreviation. We must change it to be in full. So I'm changing this because there was an instruction that we must change it, all of them that are in the document. That helps. Trace missing. Missing children. Can you see there is also another special character which is end? It's an end special character, so I must change it to be in full because of there was an instruction at the bottom which says I must change it. Members, no space, space, and is important that. Okay, so we've got to transpose, né? So we start with 1. Sometimes they do not insert these numbers at the bottom. So it's education, start young. And you see how do I transpose the words, right? So we've got this sign again. So we've got this sign again, which is a 2-letter spacing. Right? So from where I have ended my text, I've started counting there. I've ended my text here and next to the full stop of young. So I click here. So 1, 2, 3. I always write on the third mark paragraph. Hi, a time we thought a boy, child, what it means to respect a woman, full stop. Can you see that there is a special character again, meaning that I must start a new paragraph? There is you also note the special character, a line spacing, which is 2. So from where I have ended my text, 1, because I'm going to start a new paragraph. Can you see? So 1, 2, 3. Ne? So there was an instruction at the bottom which says arrange the paragraph in numerical order. So immediately when I'm typing, because there is a numbering that is included in this paragraph, so I must arrange it in numerical order. So where is number 2? Here is it. So we are living in societies that are broken, full stop. Can you see? So now again I'm going to start a new paragraph, which is number 3, 3.1, 3.2. So from where I have ended my text, because of this number 3, 3.1, 3.2, it's the same, it is on the same paragraph. So in between 3 and 3.1 and 3.2, I should not leave a line spacing. So now, because of I'm going to start number 3, which is a new paragraph, I must leave a line spacing. From where I have ended my text, I always write on the third mark paragraph. 1, 2, 3. What are the means? Okay, there is SP. It means that spelling. The spelling it's wrong, so I must correct it. Right? Can you see? Okay, now you need to be very carefully on this one. Ne? It is very important that when you are writing a sentence, or when you are starting a sentence, if the word of the sentence start with uppercase, you must start it with uppercase. For instance, this one, it start with the smaller cases. The main purpose of information processing is to write the words according to what they've written in your question paper. You do not have to change it. Ne? If they wrote it, the words in smaller cases, you write in smaller cases. You will notice that the more I've continued to write this sentence, the first letter of the first word changes to be upper cases. You need to correct it so that it can look the same on the one that is on the question paper. This is how you change the word if it has. Let's see you high. Okay. Just typing here. Okay. You write the word according to what they wrote it on the question paper or either in the textbook. You don't change it. It's very important to write the words according to what they wrote it on your textbook. Don't try to change it. Can you see? When I continue with the sentences, the first letter will change it to be upper cases. You go and change it. It must look the same as the one that is on your question paper. Don't try to change things. Ne? Found the cafe houses. Okay, now because I'm going to start a new paragraph, number 4, so I must leave 2-letter spacing. So number 4, can you see it says on the new paragraph? Must be on the new paragraph from where I have ended my text. 1, 2, 3 are always right on the third mark paragraph. Most of these boys who end up being abusive are growing up watching the abuse happening at home. It's true. The sentence. Okay, so we are not there, but then it's true. So now I'm going to start this paragraph. Né? So it's a new paragraph. Can you see? New paragraph. So from where I have ended my text, I've counted that markup paragraph. 1, 2, 3. I always write on the third mark paragraph. Other women in South Africa experience. Others will ask, where, ma'am? Where is the South African that Miss is writing here? There is an instruction at the bottom which says change and South Africa in full. Né? So South Africa, I will change it in full. Experience. So if you are being given 2 words, né? They said we must state, né? State. So you are being given 2 words. Both of the 2 words will be straight out, but the correct one is the one that has a dotted line underneath. This one. Violency at the hands of a partner. There's a full stop. I must insert the full stop. Okay. Then there is this one at the bottom. There is this heading at the bottom. We've got this side. It says that we've got this arrow which says we must go and move it and type it here on top, and then it must be in uppercase and underline. So it must be here. 1, 2. So I always write on the third mark paragraph. So it's 1, 2. Always write on the third one. Okay, so immediately once it says I must write it in uppercase, I press caps lock into my keyboard so that it can write immediately with uppercases. The criticism, then it must be underlined. Where can I get underlined? Okay, when it says underline, can you see? It says underline. Underline, it's a single line piecing, single line. If there is double line, they will say it must be underline, double underline. Ne? Can you see a wave? They will say, if they wanted a wave line, they will say a wave underline mean. So there is no instruction which says we must wave underline. It says they've inserted the wave underline, and then they said it must be bold. So it must be underlined. Right. So now we are going to make, starting from its high time. So we must have what? The numbering, number 1 up until number 5. So now, because of we've got 2 numbers into our numbering, so we are going to use what? We are going to use a multi-level list. Né? So the first step that we do, we highlight all of the paragraphs that has the numbering first. Then after that, where do we go? we go on paragraphs. Now, then we go here to a multi-level list. You go and click on it. Once you click on that arrow, it will give you different types of a multi-level list libraries. Ne? So which one are you going to choose? Under a list library, you always choose the third one. So once you click on it, the numbering will appear. Ne? You are not done. You will notice that once you've inserted the multi-level list, you will notice that your highlight will be under in numbering, which you are not working with in numbering. You are working with the multi-level list. So you go back again. You do not remove the highlight. You go back again where it says define a new multi-level list. You go and click there. And then I gave you the formulas in class. When you want to do the setup of one number, you highlight, it's already being highlighted. You go at the bottom where it says text indent at, it must be 1 centimeter. Alignment, it's always 0. Ne? Then for two numbers, any two numbers, it can be 1, it can be 1, 1, it can be 2, 1, it can be 5, 7. Any two numbers, the formula for it, it's 1,25 aligned at, it's 0 centimeter. Then for three numbers, né? It can be 1, 1, 1, it can be 3, 2, 2, it can be 1, 7, 7. Any three numbers, the formula, you only change text indent at and align at. So it is 1,75 is to 0 centimeter. Then you go and say okay. Then you are not done yet. Ne? So you will see that the numbers, the number and the paragraph will move a little bit from the number. Ne? Then you are not done yet. You click anywhere into the document so that the highlight can be gone after you have done your setup for the numbering. Right. Then we've got number 1. Okay, here is our number 1. Then where is number 2? We are living. Okay, we are living in a society that has broken. That is number 2. Then we've got number 3. Where is number 3? What are the women's rights? Oh, okay. Where can they repeat incident for the violence? Okay, where is it? Okay, this one. So you put your cursor next to the one that you need to change the number. Ne? You put your cursor next to the word where you need to change the number. So it must be 3.1. Into your keyboard there is tab. There is a tab button. You press once. Where? You press once. Can you see? Now you are done because you've got number 1, you've got number 2, you've got number 3, you've got 3.1, you've got 3.2, then you've got number 4 and number 5. There's nothing that you need to change. What happens here? Something that went wrong here. Let me go and change the line spacing. Something went wrong. Okay. Must be 0 below. Must be 0. Okay. Raise this line at the hands. I don't know what happened here on this line, but nevertheless, because now it will want me to type the whole thing again, no? But then I've typed all of the paragraph and then I've made the changes. Then you are done. You get your 50 marks. Okay. So now let me go and save it. You go to file. You go to file. You go to save as. you go to browser, then where are you going to save it? You always save under desktop. Then where it says file name, it says here I must save the document as pair 1 and print it. So let me type it as it is, because it has been written in upper cases. You write according to what has been written on your question paper. Then you save it. So you will notice that it is saved. It is saved to this PC part 1. Then you are done. Thank you.